Hello, good morning, all. Welcome to today's online class session. So, this day's session is something that is not related to you academically, but at the same time, it helps you to take up professional as well as adventurous jobs like journalism. So, this field or this profession is one of the richest and glamorous professions in the world. So, as soon as you heard this word uh, of report writing, you might have a little bit confused because on what grounds, at what stage of imagination, the student community is associated with report writing. So, the report writing which you have discussed earlier at the intermediate level and degree level, just reading out the report of your college annual day function. But in our today's session, we are going to have a different kind of report writing that is called media reporting. Okay, and now let us come to the how this media reporting differ from other report writing. Let us focus. Before starting our media report topic, so I would like to remind you some lines of Rudyard Kipling, so that you will come to an idea how and why it is related to you people. Right. I keep six honest serving men. I keep six honest serving men. They taught me all I knew. This is what told by Rudyard Kipling. I keep six honest serving men. They taught me all I knew. So, whatever I knew, I have learned from six honest serving men. Those are, their names are what and why and when and how and where and who. So, what, why, when, how, where, who. These are the six honest serving men who have learned, who have taught Rudyard Kipling that whatever he knew. Right. Now, let us go to the topic of today. Right. Media report. This is in page number 86, right, in your textbook, so that if you have textbook with you, you can follow your textbook, right. Media can be broadly categorized into print, electronic and digital media. So, media can be categorized. So, there are three kinds of medias in the world. Those are print media. Print media means general newspapers, magazines, like that. This is called print media. And now the second kind of media reporting is electronic media. Electronic media means television, smartphones, etc., etc. And then next, digital media. So, print media, electronic media and digital media. Now, print media also known as static media. So, the other name of print media is static media, right. This refers to newspapers and news magazines. This is what I have told you just now, that print media is nothing but related to newspapers and news magazines, while electronic media sometimes referred to as live media. So, electronic media is something referred to live media, comprises radio and television. Radio and television will come under electronic media. Then next, digital media, also known as new media. Now it has become very famous, this digital media. This is the other name of digital media is new media. Includes the internet. So internet, all of you are very much, familiar of using internet. And then next, the World Wide Web, web series, World Wide Web like, and smartphones. So this comes under new media, or the other name of new media is digital media. Right. And then next, writing reports for the media differs from writing general reports or essays. So this is what I have told you in the beginning itself. Writing essays, writing other reports are completely different from media writing. Essays and reports begin with an introduction and progress in a chronological or sequential order towards a conclusion. So generally, essays or other reports, they start with an introduction, and then next there will be a progress, and that kind of a progress, is set in a chronological or sequential order, and then next, conclusion. So once again, there are three parts: introduction, progress, conclusion. But here you have to observe very carefully, media reports in contrast. So media report is completely different, than that of other report writing or other essay writing. Media reports in contrast do the opposite. So completely opposite. They begin with the conclusion and disclose the details gradually. So this is what the important difference between report writing of others or essay writing of other kind of report writing, other kind of essay writing. Media report, what different it has, they will begin, or they will start with the conclusion, right? Conclusion will be the top priority. First they will conclusion point they will take, and then next, disclose the details gradually. Gradually what they do, they tell us, they disclose all the things gradually to grab the attention of the reader. So as soon as you start listening this kind of a media report, unconsciously your attention will increase. So that this is what the motto of media report writing. So in order to grab the attention of the reader, right, media reports use the most essential element of the report first. So in the beginning, they will give us the most important things first, and then next, followed by details and supporting information in order to diminishing importance. Right? What they do? First, it tries to grab the attention of the reader. Media reports use the most essential element of the first report first, and then next it followed by details and supporting information in order to diminishing importance. Diminishing means making smaller or less important, right? The method followed in writing media reports is known as the inverted pyramid. So now in the next slide we are going to have a look on the inverted pyramid system that shows how this media report starts or begins of writing, because it turns the conventional structure upside down by starting with the conclusion. So here in the first, on the top, conclusion will be the first. It also sometimes referred to as the front loading, the other name of inverted pyramid, or what you call starting with the conclusion, referred as front loading, right? Style, because it gives the most important information first and directly. Why it is called front loading? Because it gives the most important information first and directly. Now look at have the pyramid, inverted pyramid in page number 87, so that you can have a clear idea how the media report starts, right? So now look at the pyramid, inverted pyramid in the page number 87. You can you can have, climax first. Okay, climax first. Then next summary, lead. Then next most important information. Conclusion will be on the top priority, as I have told you. So the climax in the big starting in the beginning itself, summary, lead, most important information, newest information, who, what, when, where, why. I hope you must have understood that why I have taken Kipling's, Six Honest Men, Serving Men, which taught him whatever he knew. So that is why the whole journalism depends upon WW questions. So WW question, which comes under, in our grammar it comes under interrogative questions. So the total base of any media report depends upon who, what, when, where, and why. Right? This is the beginning of the media reporting. And one more thing which I haven't come across in the textbook, that all the reports, particularly when it comes to media, print media, most of the news stories will be written in passive voice. They don't use active voice. So this point has to be keep in your mind. All the reports, those are called news stories, will be written in passive voice only. They never use active voice unless there is necessary, right? So now look at once again this inverted pyramid. Then first climax, summary, lead, most important information, newest information, who, what, when, where, why. And then next, in the second part, you can find body, okay, body, facts in descending order, and then next other important details. So this is the second step of media reporting. And now look at the last step of media reporting, right? The last one, third one, least important details, background information. Least important details and then background information. So this is the inverted pyramid that shows how a media report starts, how a media report should be. Okay, and then next go to how to write a media report. So this is very important, because this is my suggestion to you people, though you are not professionals in media reporting, but if you keep on practicing depending upon this inverted pyramid style, definitely you would get opportunities in journalism field. Now let us have how to write a media report. A good media report is one that catches the attention of the reader quickly and is able to convince the reader to read through the story. This is the first and basic principle of any kind of a media report, right? So a report has to catch the attention of the reader quickly and is able to convince the reader to read through the story. For example, if you go for newspaper reading, I don't know how many people you have been reading newspapers, I don't know. But the thing is, the process of reading newspapers, completely depends upon the headlines. So some people are favorable to read headlines only. Some people go for sports page. Some people go for business page. Some people go for women's page. So it depends upon the reader's taste. But the basic concept of a good reader is a good media report is one that catches the attention of the reader in order to read him thoroughly the story entire. Right? And then remember that today's reader has many alternative sources of information and has no patience with badly written or badly presented reports. Now this is a competition between what you call print media and electronic media. So if your media report is not interesting, which is not going to inculcate the interest, in the readers, they will go for TV. They will go for TV because lot of information will be gathered by electronic media also. So that is why it is very important, whenever you are dealing with writing a media report, right? You should not allow the reader to go for alternative sources right? That is why you are not supposed to write badly written or badly presented reports. The following are some techniques, okay? The following are some techniques to grab and retain the reader interest. Now, let us come to the principles or the steps or the parameters that are supposed to be followed, to write an excellent media report. Now, the first one, compose a catchy headline. This is what I have told you in the beginning when I started how to write a media report. That means the headline should be catchy, very attractive. So as soon as if a reader looks at the headline, it has to inculcate a kind of interest, and hey, I have to read it. This kind of a attitude has to be maintained for a good report writer. So the catchy headline is very important. The headline is what catches the reader's attention, right? First. So the headline will catch the attention of a reader in order to read the news report. Then to make it crisp and lively, it has to be crisped and lively. Then next, use vivid language and verbs. Vivid language means kind of picturesque. So as soon as if I read the headline, I must imagine a kind of picture in front of me or before my eyes. So that kind of a what you call vivid language should be used. Vivid verbs should be used. The headline should convey the basic idea. So the purpose of main headline is it should convey the basic idea of the story in a single line. So within single line, the reader should know what the story about or what the news story about. Therefore, it may be easier and prudent to write the headline after writing the report. So this is an important task, after completion of any kind of report writing, right? Then next, come to the second step. The first paragraph called the lead paragraph. It is called lead paragraph. The first paragraph is known as forms the base of the inverted pyramid and contains essential information. The first paragraph, which is called lead paragraph, forms the base of the inverted pyramid and contains essential information. Important information, most important information. In journalism, essential information refers, information refers to, as I have told you, that all W's, like 5 W's, like who, what, when, where, why, and sometimes how also. Okay? Think that if there is an accident took place in some area, how it happened. Okay? Witness eyewitness will be there, generally these journalists will go to them how it happened, to ask how it happened. So how also comes under. But importantly, 5 W's. 5 W's here: who, what, when, where, why. Then next, the lead paragraph thus conveys the essential facts about who did what. The lead paragraph thus conveys the essential facts about who did, what he did, when he did, where he did, and why he did. Okay. Facts and figures may be quoted in the lead paragraph, but not as dry statistics. So it should not be, insist, or it should not be infused what you call dry statistics. You have to take all the authentic statistics, right? They should be integrated into the story and narrated in an interesting manner. So whatever the statistics that you have taken, they should be authentic. So, and then next, they have to be integrated into the story and narrated in an interesting manner. Right. Then let us come to the third point. The remaining paragraphs contain additional details. So, the remaining paragraphs contain additional details. Then next, background. Then next, background information. Then next, quotes by sources. Quotes by sources. Sources means, once again, which you have collected from various sources. The arrangement of the information follows the inverted pyramid structure with the most important and newest information at the top. So, which I have, given you the example of inverted pyramid 87. So, according to that inverted pyramid, you have to arrange the news story, right? Then next, at the top, and the least important and oldest information at the bottom, right? The newest information should be on the top, and the least important or the oldest information should be at the bottom, right? And then next, what you have to do, okay, sorry, some mistake has been taken place here, right? Then what are the next steps that you are supposed to follow? Double check. The report for accuracy of facts, verify dates. It is very important. You have to check thoroughly, meticulously, because you are writing a fact, accurate fact. So that is why you have to verify the dates correctly, and spelling of names. Okay? Sometime, people may suit against you for blaspheming their names, with their names like. So this is something very dangerous. So that is why you have to go thoroughly, meticulously, verifying dates, spelling of names and designations sometimes also, and proofread the copy for spelling and grammar errors and inelegancies. So what you have to do? You have to double check about dates, spelling of names, designations, spelling and grammar errors and inelegancies. So you have to go through very carefully whether you have used good language or a bad language, like, right? And then look at one example here. It is given in page number 88 for your comfort, for your knowledge. Government hospitals to get a hygienic makeover. So this is the catchy headline, right? So as soon as if I read this headline, I have to understand what kind of a news story this is about, right? So now, government hospitals to get hygienic. Oh, then as soon as I read the headline, it will come to my mind that government is going to take steps, in order to get more hygienic in hospitals, government hospitals, right? Now look at the second one, updated May 8th. May 8th. Now here the month name also has come, date also has come, and which year 2017 it is given, okay, and the time 4:28 IST it is given here. Here it is IST, right? IST means Indian Standard Time, right? And now look at the news story about multicolored bed sheets to be distributed today. So the government has decided, to distribute multicolored bed sheets in hospitals. Now look at the story about beds in wards of government hospitals across Telangana will sport multicolored bed sheets from Monday. So from Monday onwards, all the hospitals of Telangana government, they are going to get multicolored bed sheets from Monday. When? Monday means here when? Today, yesterday, tomorrow. So it is going to implement by Monday. Calling it a pink day because it will be essentially distribution of pink bed sheets in a big way. The government will replace the existing bed sheets in hospitals with pink, white, dark blue and sky blue bed sheets. The blue bed sheets were for a smaller number of beds, while the existing beds already had white bed sheets. Ministers, MPs, MLAs and MLCs will distribute as many 51,998, okay, 998 bed sheets on a single day, a government release said. The new bed sheets will include 19,974 each pink and white ones and 6,025 each dark and sky blue for 10,737 beds. Right? Source. Here source has been given. It is not printed here. www.thehindu.com. So this is from Hindu newspaper. Now let us come to the some guidelines for writing media reports. So these are supposed to discuss very carefully. Use clear and simple language. You have to use clear and simple language as much as you can. Don't go for bombastic words, right? Use clear and simple language. Shorter words. Buy rather than purchase. Okay? Because in news media what happens, the place is very important for a newspaper. Place is very important. So that is why instead of writing purchase, you can write buy. Right? Purchase means BUY. This is shorter than purchase. BUI, 3 letters. Purchase, PURCHASE. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 letters are there. So instead of writing purchase, you have to write buy. Like one example has been given. And active verbs. Okay? We watched the match instead of the match was watched by us. We watched the match instead of the match was watched by us. This is something, passive voice, written in passive voice. And now, second guidelines, avoid jargon and slang and complex sentences. So it has to be simple. Your language should be simple. Don't go for slang words, that means American expressions and jargon like. Okay? Try to include only one idea in a sentence. So you have to include only one idea in a sentence. Then next, make each paragraph present only one idea and concept. So every paragraph should present only one idea and concept. Right. Front load each paragraph, that is, start each paragraph with the main idea. So how many paragraphs have been written by you should be start with the main idea, right, or the conclusion of the paragraph. You have to start each paragraph, every paragraph with the main idea, right? And then next, the third point, be direct. Be direct. Make your point first and then explain. So, you have to be very direct, make your point first and then explain it. The front loading or direct approach may be considered inelegant, blunt, and even rude, perhaps in other kinds of writing. So, the front loading or direct approach may be considered inelegant, it doesn't look good, blunt, and even rude sometimes. But it is the preferred style of media reports because their target reader is one who wants to grasp information quickly and easily. So nowadays we do not have that much of time, to get into detailed matters. So that is why everybody is hurry, right? So in a one line, everything he wants to know everything, like that. So then next, give details but only as much as required. So you should not add more information. Okay, give the details only as much as required. Then cut out the flap. Then next, last point, always remember that the reader is under no obligation to read the report. You have to catch the reader's attention and make sure you don't lose it. So now here you do not have any kind of a patent rights on the readers. Whatever you write, don't ever think that whatever you write, that reader has to be read at any cost under any circumstances. It is not like that. He is not obliged to read our report. So that is why it is your primary function, primary duty to catch the reader's attention and make sure you don't lose it. So this is something about report writing. My dear students, I hope you might have understood properly. And here some examples also has been given in page number 89. This is for your homework. Depending upon this inverted pyramid, try to write down how you can deal with this media reports. Decline in the number of applications for admission into engineering courses. This is the headline. Okay, this is the topic. Depending upon this topic, you have to make a headline first, or start news reading, news writing, news report writing, news story writing, and then after completion of your report writing, what you have to do? You have to double check the report for accuracy facts, verify dates, spelling of names, designations, proofreading of the copy for spelling and grammar mistakes, okay, and inelegances. Then go for the headline. So this is something about what you call decline in the number of applications for admission into engineering courses. That means you have to collect the total information about the engineering colleges of Telangana state. How many the engineering colleges are there and how many students have been applying for the past 10 years. Now, what is the reason that there is no improvement in the admissions of engineering courses? Why it is declining? Why it is decreasing? Why people are not going for engineering courses? So these are all the things which you have to encompass, right? And then you have to write a story, news report story in an interesting matter with dates, with what you call facts, with what you call spelling names and designations sometimes, and data, which is very, very important. I mean, if you are writing a report writing on this one, engineering courses, this one, you have to take the data, in 2015, how many engineering colleges were there and how many engineering students have been taken admissions into the engineering colleges, and afterwards the 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019 and 2020. Why? You have to collect all these data and you have to write down in your news report, so that people will come to know, or the reader will come to know, why these engineering courses are nowadays not become a demanding subject or demanding course. So before, engineering was very much demanded, everybody was running after engineering. But what made this engineering course in order to decline the engineering colleges as well as engineering admissions, right? So this is one example. And then next, private and foreign universities setting up campuses in the state soon. So all of you know that very well. Recently, 7 private universities have been set up in our Telangana state. One of those, what you call Mahindra University, right? So you have to go for the merits and demerits of private and foreign universities, particularly in terms of standard of education, how it is related to rich people, how it is related to poor people, poor students. So all these things has to be covered very carefully, right? And then next, companies complain about the mismatch between students' marks and their knowledge levels. Okay, so these are some examples which have been given in page number 89. We just depending upon the inverted pyramid, you have to go for it. Here ends the today's session, my dear, and we'll meet in the next class. Thank you very much. Wow. ఇది అయిపోయింది కానీ ఓకే 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 ఆల్ 35 నిమిషాలు అయిండొచ్చు ఈజీగా. ఆన్లైన్ స్టార్ట్ అయిందా మరి ఈడ నెట్ వస్తుంది, అదే అంటున్నా. ఇప్పుడు బ్యాక్ పోయినా 40 minutes. ఓకే ఓకే డన్. కానీ ఇది దీన్ని ఎట్లా చేయాలబ్బా ఇప్పుడు? ఓకే ఈ అమ్మ ఇదేనా
ఇది రికార్డ్ చేసింది సార్?
అదే నేను బ్యాక్ పోయినా అంతే. 38